Nikola Tesla, a man who was way ahead of his time with his fascinating mind, a man with more than 300 patents, including wireless power, the radio, X-ray, remote control, electric motor, the neon lamp, and much more, making one of the greatest inventors of all times. Tesla has an extraordinary life story, and this is a brief story of the genius's life and inventions. Nikola Tesla is a Serbian-American inventor, electrical engineer, mechanical engineer, physicist and futurist who is best known for his contributions to the design of the modern alternating current electricity supply system. He was born on the 10th of July 1856 in what is now Semilian, Croatia. Tesla was the fourth of 5 children. He had 3 sisters, Milka, Angelina and Marika, and an older brother named Dane, who was killed in a horse riding accident when Tesla was aged 5. Tesla's interest in electrical invention was spurred by his mother, Duka Mandic, who invented small household appliances in her spare time while the genius was growing up. Tesla attended primary school in his hometown and was introduced to subjects such as arithmetic, religion and German. A few years later, the family moved to a city nearby. His real education and the formation of his interests, however, began when he started high school in Karlovac. His fascination with electricity was born there after he had the chance to see some demonstrations by his physics teacher. This seemed like magic to him, and he wanted to know more about the power of electricity and how it worked. Additionally, he could memorize books, images, and even 3D structures, which is a reasonable fact that Tesla generally imagined his plans instead of writing them. The genius returned to his place of birth, Semilian, and right after that, while still a teenager, he contracted cholera. He was bedridden for 9 months and almost died. After surviving, he was in need of a change and some spiritual growth. So, instead of joining the army, he ran away to explore the mountains in his country and read a lot of books. This experience helped him recover completely, both physically and emotionally. The Technical University of Graz marked the next stage of his life. By diving deeper into math and physics and even philosophy, his love for electricity grew. He was one of the best students, never missing a lecture and passing all his exams. He was so hardworking that his lack of rest made his professors worried, and one even sent a letter to his father to warn him that Tesla's never-ending studying might lead to burnout. In 1879, his father passed away, and that affected Nikola Tesla more than anything else before. He stopped putting any effort into school-related activities, and instead of focusing on education, he chose gambling. That led to losing big amounts of money, including his tuition fee, and ultimately never graduating. His first job was in Budapest, where he worked as an electrical engineer. Tesla contributed to the business in many ways and helped the company evolve. In 1882, he moved to Paris and started working for the Continental Edison Company. During one of his sleepless nights of sweat, he had the chance to see Edison for the first time. 2 years after that, he moved to the States as his manager wanted Tesla with him there, working at the machine works. He worked in New York for around a year, and Edison was impressed with his ideas and inventions of the young man, but at the same time openly shared his belief that they were utterly impractical. After being offered a fortune to improve Edison's DC, and after getting the job done, only to find out the famous investor was joking about actually paying that much, Nikola Tesla quit and never looked back. Tesla then developed a relationship with two businessmen that led to the founding of Tesla Electric Lights and Manufacturing. He filed a number of electrical patents which he assigned to the company. When his partners decided that they wanted to focus strictly on supplying electricity, they took the company's intellectual property and founded another firm, leaving Tesla with nothing. Tesla then worked as a ditch digger for $2 a day, tortured by the sense that his great talent and education were going to waste. In 1887, Tesla met two investors who agreed to back the formation of the Tesla Electric Company. He set up a laboratory in Manhattan where he developed the alternating current induction motor, which solved a number of technical problems that had bedeviled other designs. Tesla encountered many obstacles. In 1895, his Manhattan laboratory was devastated by fire, which destroyed his notes and prototypes. At Madison Square Garden in 1898, he demonstrated wireless control of a boat, a stunt that many branded a hoax. Soon after he turned his attention to the wireless transmission of electric power, he believed that his system could not only distribute electricity around the globe, but also provide the worldwide wireless communication. His money long gone, Tesla spent his later years moving from place to place, leaving behind unpaid bills. Eventually, he settled in at a New York hotel, where his rent was paid by Westinghouse. Always living alone, he frequented the local park, where he was regularly seen feeding and tending to the pigeons. On the morning of January 1943, he was found dead in his room by a hotel maid at age 86. Today, the name Tesla is still very much in circulation. The airport in Belgrade bears his name, as does the world's best-known electric car, and the magnetic field strength of MRI scanners is measured in Teslas. Tesla was a real-life Prometheus, the mythical Greek titan who raided heaven to bring fire to mankind, yet in punishment was chained to a rock where each day an eagle ate his liver. Tesla scaled great heights to bring lightning down to earth, yet his rare cast of mind and uncommon habits eventually led to his downfall, leaving him nearly penniless and alone.
Have you ever wanted to go through all of Nikola Tesla patents? This is your opportunity to immerse yourself in the world and mind of Nikola Tesla and go through all of his patents. Go through the work of the man who electrified the world. Nikola Tesla is commonly said to be the man who electrified the world. But honestly, Tesla did more than just electrify the world. He is the man who envisioned the future and what our planet should look like before anyone else. His ideas and projects were incomparable to anything over 100 years ago, and many argue that still today. We have still not caught up with all of Tesla's ideas. He was a futuristic mind that invented over 100 years ago, the foundation of today's technology. Have you ever wondered about Tesla and what would have happened if the genius never existed? It is questionable where our technology would be today. In fact, if Tesla had not invented and patented everything he did 100 years ago, today we would not have radio, television, AC electricity, X-ray, radar, microwaves, the Tesla coil, radio-controlled devices, robotics, and hundreds of other things that make up today's way of life before anyone else. Nikola Tesla envisioned the world where mankind has access to limitless and free energy. Among one of the Tesla's most controversial patents which not many people aware of his anti-electromagnetic field drive or space drive, which basically allowed the formation of what we today call UFOs. Most people agree that had Tesla not been censored the way he was, we would be traveling among the stars by now, colonizing other worlds and enjoying free energy. He was one of the most revolutionary inventors the world has ever seen. He had over 700 patents and came up with ideas such as robots, spark plugs, electric arc lamp, X-ray device, brightness turbines, wireless communication, laser technology, neon lights, remote controls, cellular communication, radio, electrical bed to remote germ, radar, and much more.